And yet again, I keep going with at the gates here. I'll know I'm basically having a lot of abrupt endings basically for like, you know, every like, you know, 2 episodes I guess, like, you know, for the past little bit, but whatever. We're slowly making our way east now, I believe. You gotta heal up for the spring. He's gonna destroy a Roman fort. My scout's basically gonna go, you know, off base to scout, like, you know, past Roman territory over here. Now, the question really I'm asking myself is, are these guys coming from me, or are they gonna go, like, you know, elsewhere? I'll note these guys basically have a power of 61, so if they come from me, I'm basically, like, you know, gonna have these basically, like, you know, ripped apart, so to speak, these mines and such. But whatever. We'll see what they do. Charismatic and apathetic. Interesting. Now, the real question I'm asking myself is, am I going to be able to get past, like, you know, the, like, upper landmass before it, like, freezes over is the thing, right? So, more about that, by the way. Let's go path and gold over here. Everyone's solar is basically over here. Definitely get some boats in this war over here because lots of fish base to get, so. Definitely move my summons soon, I guess. There may be some nice cheap tools I want to get there, I guess, so let's buy these. Unfortunately, these are going to be, like, you know, on sale, so unfortunately I can't really sell them right now. You know, I think I'm good for iron for a little bit, so maybe we'll hold off on buying that. Get those. Get these. Buy cheap parchment because it's cheap. I'm saving up cloth if I remember, so. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm like, making tools at this point, so I want to sell tools for, like, you know, money, so. Let's sell these, buy some steel basically to, like, you know, buy, like, make more. Until I actually use the steel tools, by the way, it's like, you know, no point basically like stockpiling me crazy, so. Just sell them as I can make them. So, we got ourselves an instructor. What to do right now is the question I'm sort of asking myself. I'm gonna want to build like, a mine basically up here for Dat and down here for his peat. So I don't want to move myself basically over just yet, but I want to do it soon. There's my charismatic apathetic guy, by the way, so never fused with other clans, never his desires. But he's charismatic, so he's awesome. I'll probably make this guy like a military guy. I was gonna make her do something, I guess, in like, the future, so this guy too. For now, I was gonna turn this guy into a lore keeper to get more like, science going. No point for like, even these guys basically doing nothing else. Wait till they're like, getting arrow stuff going. This guy's slowly making his way down here, I guess, so just keep making his trek. I'm moving that guy slightly around because the enemy arena space around, so I want to basically watch out for them. Let's ban this now. I'm just gonna see if I can step in this without him like annoyed, so do that. Well, apparently the Pixar decided to be disgusted with me, so interesting. Not that I care at this point, but whatever. Really, once you get like enough like turns in, it doesn't really matter what the area like AI is basically gonna do because you got so many options at this point that it doesn't really matter. But whatever. Let's keep on going. Do. Where do I want to put my next lumber mill? I'm actually going to put it over here for this guy, so let's do that. This guy doesn't have to like keep camping each turn. Do the plan. That's actually a fairly good spot for a lumber mill over here, by the way, just because, like, you know, it lacks, like, this little spot here, but, I mean, you just got, like, wood all around, so... Might aim to put, like, a, you know, permanent, like, lumber mill right there. Oh, how nice. Bandits. I'm gonna step right up to him, because, you know, why not? And, of course, people are feuding. And it's these guys who are feuding, because why not? You know, I'm tempted to punish these guys because, like, we're going to probably turn them into a galley, so... We're going to punish them. Make Armory basically happy. Scout got attacked. This one gonna be a little more critical of him because, you know, he's taking damage, so we'll wait. Oh. I was wondering where these guys were. There they are. It's kind of bad to sit next to these guys, though, so... Let's get up to their fort. Alright, well, he wants inside, because that's always fun. Let's delete these now, by the way. Oh, getting denounced left and right, but whatever. At this point, it's time to, like, you know, pack up, I think. So, pack up here to basically, like, you know, get close enough to the mines basically over here and such. Forgot about this guy's just doing his thing still. I guess I'll camp him for a moment. I'm probably gonna let him die soon because I don't really care about him too much, and he's taking up clan space, but whatever. Not just yet. We'll let him identify a few more rocks. Wow, perfect, and everyone's spawning right next to me. Dig in. Do. And camp for a turn. I'm putting in my, like, country, you know, overly damaged for no reason. There's the ice starting to form, by the way, so... You know, late November. It's odd how the ice basically forms, like, over here and, like, you know, over here first. But it'll basically freeze over here soon enough. scout got attacked again. Getting camped for a turn, I don't really care about him attacking me again. Camp. That'll happen next turn, I guess, so whatever. I'm just gonna skip my turn like that guy because there's no point really doing anything right now. Alright, well this is a very interesting, like, guy. I knew that having fast hits is really nice, but, wasteful is kind of interesting to basically have on top of it, so... It'll be used to make something, this guy, I guess. I may want to upgrade my steel tools at some point, but... Well, I probably want to get them anyways, just because, like, if I get them, I get, like, more, like, tools and stuff, so... We'll get that out of the way. Now, I'm going to have basically, like, leave you guys here for a moment, because I'm being called away for something, so... what the heck did I just do? Well, I did not mean to move my cylinder around, but oh well. That was my bad. I'll just have to move it right back up here, I guess. We're just going to leave it here. I'll be right back. So, stay right there. Alright, well, I'm back. At least this time I came back, because, that's fun. Coming back to the duties. Well, looks like Eastern Rome's basically left us, so that's nice. And these guys are upset because they're not inside a warm residence, but whatever. So you dig him right there for a moment. Alright, well, I sort of messed this up a little bit, but let's abandon this here. We're just gonna make our way back up there. We're just gonna camp. I guess at this point I want to start building up my path toward, like, this area over here, so... Let's go here with this guy. Well, that's nice. It's just a freeze over here, so... Down we go with this guy. I'm tempted right now to spend my, cloth to, buy, a new clan upgrade. We're getting close to that clan base again, so... Ah! Why did this guy do that? Well, pissing off the Vandals a bit more, because why not? Stamp that guy a little bit more, I guess. Well, it's kind of annoying I went into his territory like that. There must have been like something on the road that like made my like, you know, someone swerve around, so oh well, that happened. Question is what I want to do about this over here. I'm basically all the coal because, you know, we're using it to basically, like, you know, smelt more stuff. Oh, that happened. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm down here. Oh, those guys are, you know, in trouble, but whatever. Yeah, I know, by the way, if, like, you know, Jon was supposed to come back and, like, start updating his, you know, game again. It really needs to be that, like, you know, someone's basically, like, trash like this, they should be, like, you know, wiped out, so... That should be, like, a lose condition for, like, someone, so they can get wiped out like this. Ooh, stuff over there. So that guy, I don't know if that bound can't kill that, I guess. We're gonna camp here. So I got my steel toolsmith upgrade. That's out of the way. You might just get this toolsmith upgrade because I'm about to, like, you know, be able to get that anyways. I'm on boards for this. And yeah, I can increase my clan if I want to with like 300 cloth, so let's just do that. I have the cloth, might as well make use of it. Alright, well there goes those bands over there. You're gonna camp for a turn. People are going warning each other like crazy, because why not? I'll not bother, I can fortify this guy if I want to. The settlement. You know, at some point I'd like to provide these stones quite a bit, but, you know, we'll hold off on doing so just for now. By the way, I can pillage like this, like, you know, fort if I want to for a little bit of score, treasure, and timber, or I can capture it. Just gonna pillage it for now, though. And into their territory I go. Yeah, we're at war with these guys, by the way, so I can like run for a territory like nothing, so why not? Upgrade this guy. The question I'm basically asking myself is, what do I want to build right now? We're gonna train her up in like discovery for a moment, and I'll train this guy up in like, you know, honor. I already have master block research. I didn't know that. If I didn't, so Hewers is also pretty good to get as well at this point. Let's get Hewers. I'm trying to figure like what I want to basically, like, you know, trim my guys up in, but you know, it's what to do first, so to speak, at this point. You know, patrons are big because basically you get like lots of clans real fast, but you know, you also get lots of clans real fast, so it's like, you know, how do you manage them all? And apparently these guys are warm with me, so hooray. Thank you. Little path right there. Interesting, there's a landmass over here. That'll be worth exploring at some point. Let's dig in for a turn with that guy. I don't plan on basically staying around, like, you know, this territory all that much, but you know. So again, basically, like, you know, this guy's territory, so to speak. I train up in honor. Perceptive pillars, interesting. Don't like pillars, but he's perceptive, so there's at least that for him. And I'm just gonna drop him on there, let him heal up. I want to see if that guy basically takes like any health damage or anything like that when he basically, you know, starts his next turn. Being camp for a turn. So that fort's been pillaged over there. There's Trier apparently. Not sure what we'll do with Baldric, but he's here, I guess, for stuff. Alright, well at this point, so I basically know that this guy being trained up in, like, you know, a master block cutter. We're just going to spend 10 turns basically doing so with him. I got the block space to cut, so why not? I don't always do have a digger at Vandal faction, but whatever. Alright, so there we go. This guy's basically like, you know, full health again. Gonna camp for a turn. I'm just gonna drive the bandits out of over here and, you know, claim the land for myself. I don't see Rome yet, but Rome's around somewhere, of course. Cheap weapons are cheap. Why not? No iron to buy because it's basically too expensive. Don't really need the stones. We'll get those for now. I'll know at this point we're just gonna start selling off tools to, like, you know, fund my endeavors and such. So let's do that right now. There's some stone blocks. There's some more steel. That'll work just fine for now, I think. Really can, why not? Look at that. Alright, so I have my hewers basically available if I want them. Now, no problem, I could actually go, like, aim for, like, scholars and stuff like that, or inventors, basically, for, like, knowledge purposes. I'll just get an inventor, actually. These are actually, like, you know, 80 knowledge, basically, as opposed to, like, this guy's, like, you know, mere, like, 15 plus, you know, 7 plus, like, you know, 7. Definitely want to get, like, an inventor, perhaps. You know, I see me going through food real fast. That's one of the problems with, like, having lots of clans. You, like, go through, like, you know, food real fast, but whatever. Oh, there's Lepsis Magna. Alright, this guy's gonna move over here. Actually, move over here, probably. Wipe those guys out. I'm gonna start moving my scout back to, like, you know, essentially heal up at this point. Now, one basic thing at this point is, is food becoming an issue basically for me? I know I basically have like 64 turns basically left of like food, but you know, at this point, man, I may like you know think about like you know getting like a little bit more food surplus basically to go on. I don't really need to, but I mean, something basically consider. I found gold! Now, what berries do I want to send this guy basically after? A lot of good stuff first, so let's go for that. Well, at some point I'll probably use my scout down here to explore a little bit, but you know. I'll send her home for now. Let's get you back home. I know, but if I want to actually run these guys around in like the forest here to look around and stuff. It's technically something I can do if I want to. I really just haven't been. I mean, if there's a threat like of like these having like equichase that could like you know run through like at me to kill me, but you know, not necessarily. All right, one moment. I'm being called yet again, so bear with me. All right, well, back again. I'm not basically coming to the end of like this session of gameplay because, well, I keep getting called away and it's just kind of annoying. So whatever. Pop this guy back in here. And slowly but surely, my hunter's gonna make it back to my summit here, I guess, with him. Now, on this ship here, it doesn't really have any purpose for itself right now, so we'll just camp for a little bit, I guess. Let's build that right there. Now, it's worth knowing that down here basically is like the Roman fort. I want to be very careful around it because Imperial Legions are very dangerous, of course, basically to fight. So unless I have like, you know, 3 spearmen to basically fight them, it's not going to be really like, worth it even trying, like, you know, engage them. Basically, I've only got like, you know, a little bit of power on these guys, so it's going to hurt a lot if you attack them, so don't attack them unless I really need to, basically, the thing. I couldn't ask enough spearmen to basically fight it, but, you know, not really something I want to basically, like, you know, particularly do unless I have to. Somehow it identifies this iron deposit over here, apparently. Oh, you know what happens if here? I'll note that basically it's built an iron mine right here on this rock, so that's how I basically identify what it was. That's worth knowing. There's a bit of a forest going on right there. Just building a road around here. I kind of sleep for a little bit. There's Milan. Famous cities of Italy. Ah, there's Rome. There's like an army base for Rome, 185 power basically on it. Now, worth noting, I don't think the Romans basically get like, you know, clan bonuses for like their like armies, so they never really get like stronger as a thing. It was good for me and bad for them. Just along with him. You know, it's funny, like, his digger's basically on top of a section of, like, you know, area, you can't do anything with it. Like, literally, it's like sitting his digger there to try and mine it, but he can't because I'm, like, on top of it, so... I can make some health damage, I don't really care. At this point, the digger's really, like, you know, serve his purpose. So once they, like, get down here, like, these rocks is basically about it for him, so... Not a whole lot of use for his digger anymore. Skip our turn right there. Really no point basically keep going on like this, but whatever. Let's keep exploring the Roman Empire over here. They actually have fairly decent, like, you know, sized territories like the Roman Empire, so lots to explore at least. You know, it's a very odd game because the Eastern Roman Empire has lots of, like, you know, forts all over the place. Usually the Western Empire basically has its forts all over the place, but this time it's Eastern, so... The Eastern was the big bad guys for this campaign, so to speak. Ooh! Leprous. That's a bad trait for this guy to have. Alright, well, I was basically saving my like, you know, my stuff here in case I, like, you know, need it for, like, really bad clan like this guy. So, you can basically right click when you have, like, instructors to, like, you know, use a parchment to, like, remove, like, bad traits. I removed this guy's bad trait because I really did not need to have, like, this guy, like, you know, messing up to move, like, every other, like, you know, clan basically in my summit here, so... Just a, like, you know, very important expenditure to make right there, so for, you know, little reason, basically. Alright, so I can go all the way over here. Art roast, nice. Alright, there goes that band encampment. You know, looking at these like Roman forts, I really wish there's like an option basically like to raise like, you know, stuff to the ground. Just so that they wouldn't be here. Oh wow. This is new. Usually the Roman Empire isn't like, you know, right next to each other like this, so the Eastern and Western Roman Empires are really touching, which is like, you know, historical, but unexpected. I think Damascus is basically like, you know, Eastern Roman. Very interesting, like, you know, setup for like their land territories being right next to each other like this. So, this is like the heartland basically for like, you know, the East Roman Empire. They're gonna stretch like all the way around here. Let's buy some of these, we'll buy some wool. Oh, good. Cheap steel. I love cheap steel. Now, I'm going to need some, like, you know, armor at some point to, like, you know, enable a clan, so it's going to buy us now. Those are cheap again, so I'm not going to worry about those. We'll sell off some steel tools, basically, to help, like, buy, like, you know, fine cloth. Parchment for later. My sump is slowly coming along here. I thought to saying like our settlements around here, but you know, we'll see if I can basically like find like a couple more like over here, I guess. But the Roman rovers, like, you know, you can move around like really easily on them. So there's Carthage. Let's throw them back in there. Alright, well, we can find outside this guy's desire to like be inside, so just some with him. And I forgot about this guy's desire, basically to find like a warm place to stay, so I really should move him back inside. All you gotta keep like clearing out bands, so let's do that with him. Alright, well that guy's happy. You make him leave, basically get back over here. And this should be more or less it for, like, you know, exploring over here, but There's New Carthage. There's a Pergamum. You know, I wonder if these guys are connected to each other or not. So here's the last critical wire, which you're going to see on the spring in a moment. Really, at this point, you know, once I basically set up, like, you know, around that spring, I'm basically like set to, like, you know, do whatever I basically want to. And I see my niece here, so it's definitely about time for me to go. Time to wrap up, I guess. There's this gold mine shining down finally. Now I'll just go over here. So these guys are basically like, you know, locked off from each other, but you know, they're like, you know, right on top of each other for the most part, these guys. Alright, so I have a massive block cutter. Somewhere, right there. So we're going to start building up, like, you know, stones basically. I'll note, by the way, I plan on a noble, like, Allard here for, like, you know, making into an inventor. That'll be his job. You know, at this point, I can probably pack up my settlement because we're about to, like, move this guy basically up here to, like, you know, clean that area. So, next turn, build gold coal mine. We'll do that right there. He wants inside. Hunt bandits near West Roman forts. Basically, this guy's gonna hunt, like, you know, over here, like, you know, bandits are here. I'll note that, like, for the next episode, the plan's, like, you know, just to sort of, like, you know, wipe out the bandits basically around, like, you know, here, here, and here, if I can. Just to sort of, like, you know, help lock down this area a little bit. Outside of that, we're going to start basically moving these guys basically over, I think, at this point. So, basically, everyone's basically over here will be, like, you know, eventually moved over, like, this side over here. Build some, like, you know, gold mines based on top of the gold here. Coal mines, everything else down over here if I can. All the lovely stuff. Alright, well, we'll save her here. Hopefully get to, like, toward the end of, like, this, like, you know, let's play, but I'll note that, like, you know, my ultimate goal here is to, like, you know, show off, like, the art victory condition I didn't really show in, like, the last, like, you know, let's play I basically did. Where, like, you know, you're basically gonna, like, you know, build, like, 5, like, Roman legionnaires, and I'll basically show off what that's all about. Alright, Nat, hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play so far for this, like, very cut up episode, and take care.